Hello, Miss K here. Ready to do some more trumpet with you. And I wanted to start with the Slavic slurs on page 25. We've done these before. So Team Brass, page 25. Make sure you've got your book up somewhere, not laying down on the bed or on the floor or on a chair. Prop it up. If you don't have a music stand, prop it up somewhere in front of you so that you're standing or sitting up straight. I don't want to see anybody playing like this. Let's play some long notes first. Play me E. Play me a C. Play me A, go down. Now play me upper A, next one up. A bit quicker now. F. F sharp. G sharp. B. Low B. Upper. Let's go back to A. B flat, first finger. B, middle finger. And C, big breath. Can we play upper D, first finger, big breath. Great. Now, let's look at page 25. I think upper D may have been a new note. About time we did a new note. Upper D, first finger, just one step up from C, so not a big problem. Okay, Slavic slurs on page 25. Remember, don't use your tongue. Only use your tongue for the very first note to kick off the notes that are joined together. So any notes that are joined together with a big smiley slur, only tongue the very first one. Here we go. Now, before we really get going, we need to check that you're going to play an F sharp, because at the key signature, and that's what this page is about, the key signature is F sharp. And when you get that sign, that hashtag, but it's a sharp, at the top of the lines or the stave, that tells you all the Fs in your piece are with your second finger instead of your first finger. So I forgot to point that out, but hopefully you remembered. So here we go. I'm going to count this time. We start with our middle finger down and keep it down from the B to the F sharp. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. You should feel nice and warmed up after that, and hopefully you had all the right fingers down. Did you spot on the second line where it changes to the E to the A? They're a little bit different to that point. Okay, turn over one page and look at page 27. So we talked before about 5/4. Actually, let's do Working on the Railroad first, because as I said, this is one of my favourite tunes in the whole book. Hopefully you've been practicing it so you could play it with me. So remember, the third note is a B, isn't it? Middle finger, nothing else to know really. You've got upper B in bar number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Bar 7, that's upper B. We're not reading upper C yet until the next page. Okay, so like a jolly cowboy song. Working on the railroad. So I'm going to play it. Hopefully if you've been practicing it, you'll be able to join in with me. I won't go too fast. 1, 2, 3, 4. that's that tune there. You can always stop the video and practice the tune and then put it back on and play with me. So I'd love to hear that tune next time I see you. Okay, now we've got 5/4 time. What does that mean? 5 beats in a bar. Remember, the top number tells you how many beats in a bar, and the bottom number tells you what kind of beats they are. So when it's a 4 at the bottom, it means we're talking about crotchets. 4 crotchets in a bar. Crotchets are the black 1-beat notes, aren't they? So look at waiting. Waiting is in 5, and it means it feels like you have to wait on this first note because it's 3 beats on the first note, on the G, plus 2 beats. Let me show you. So, waiting here, this is, normally it'd be 2, but with the dot after the note, it makes it 3 beats. So it's 3 beats there, plus 1 there and 1 there. So 3 plus 1 plus 1, you know that makes 5. So that's why we're in 5/4. It's called waiting because we're not used to playing in 5. We want to make it 4, which would be like a marching beat, but you have to wait on that first note for 1 extra beat to make it 3. Okay, I am going to play it for you, and I would like you to clap or tap. 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1. I'm going to slow it down slightly, sorry. 1, 2, 3. Keep tapping and counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Beats. Always 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I hope you managed to count all the way through. Let's just do the first line of this and then you can work on the rest of your on your own. So I'm going to play 2 bars and then I'm going to sing it and you can play the following 2 bars. And you can always, of course, keep stopping the video and come back to this at any time. So here we go. I'm going to play the first 2 bars, then you play the first 2 bars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Your turn. G, D, G, A, D. B, A, G, B, A. 4, 5. E, C, D, E, D, G. E, G, A, G, D. Yeah? I'm going to leave the rest to you. So have a go at that one and just try and get used to counting in that unusual time. Look at the bottom here. At the bottom it says play by ear. And these are 2 separate tunes. Look at the one on the left. The first one. And what this is the beginning of a tune, which I'm sure you will know. And where it says continue, don't go on to the next tune. That's a different one. They want to see, or I want to see, if you can work out how to continue that tune. I'm going to play the beginning. I bet you recognise it. It goes 1, 2, 3. What comes next? I'll play it again. This time we can both sing what comes next. 1, 2, 3, 4. E-I-E-I-O. work out what you think might come next. At the beginning, it's got F sharp in the key signature in brackets to remind you that if there is an F, it will be F sharp. So you can work out how the whole of the rest of the song goes. And you know the song well enough with a moo moo here or whatever, so you can work out how to play the song. Show me next time. Right, last thing for today, page 28, the first tune, which goes up to upper C, which I know we've been looking at. Now we're going to get used to reading it. So we've got very first tune on page 28, we've got A, B, B, C, C, B, B, A, B, C, B, A, B, A. So it only uses A, B and C, but make sure you don't get them mixed up. Okay, last thing, here we go, big breath. We're going to play this all the way through. If you don't get it right first time, you can stop the video, practice it, and then come back and play it with me in a minute. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then if you want to carry on with that page, you've got the whole scale and some other tunes that we will have a look at next time. So get practicing your 5/4 and you're playing up to C, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.